Hey, air signs. Happy October. I hope you're having a really great month. We are here today to do your reading for November 1st through November 15th. And I'm very excited to see what's going on with y'all. Yeah, as you know, I am an air sign myself. So I just want to start by saying that I have been feeling a lot of heart chakra energy all up and through here, trying to open and flow and make some things happen. And I really hope that you guys are sharing in this energy with me right now. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling some cards for you guys. Again, this is for air signs. If you have air sign energy in your sun, moon, Venus, rising, any of the major areas in your chart, this reading may resonate with you, okay? I would also like to say thank you, Lord, that Mercury retrograde is over. I would like to thank the good Lord that Pluto and Jupiter and motherfucking Saturn are all direct now. Thank you, Jesus. I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling much more energized. I'm feeling more clear. I'm feeling more level headed. I am feeling like it is like a fresh start, like somebody hit the reset button. So I'm really excited to get into this energy and see what is going on in these cosmic streets for my beautiful air sign energy. So if you're not familiar with the zodiac signs, our air signs are going to be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We're going to get some overall energy from our animal messages deck. Animal messages, what do we have for the beautiful air sign energy? Ooh, we got the Black Panther, honey. Not just the panther, but the Black Panther. It says sensuality and passion stir beneath a cloak of secrecy. Yes. And you know what? The first thing that comes to mind when I look at this card and I read the caption on it is this cloak of secrecy. I feel like a lot of air signs have been kind of in the background. You may have been in hermit mode. You may have been taking some time for yourself, honey. But what they don't know is that stirring deep within you, my darling air sign, has been a passion. It's the passion that comes when you are in your own motherfucking bag. It's the passion that comes when you are paying attention to your own body and your own energy. It's a passion that comes when you get yourself away from negative influences, from toxic relationships, from codependent relationships. There's something stirring beneath you, something that you have been working on, and something that you're about to be blessed with, my beautiful air signs. I love that. Let's move on to our Sansa Muerte deck. We're going to just balance out this energy and get a couple of more cards for our overall energy for air signs. Air signs, what do we got for you? Air signs, what do we have to go along with this Black Panther? Air signs, what do we have to go along with this Black Panther, this cloak of secrecy, this sensuality and passion? What do we have to go with this? What do we have to add to this information? The King of Cups, baby doll. Honey, didn't I tell you that heart chakra was getting ready to open up and give you access to some things that you did not even know you was ever going to have access to, air signs? And specifically speaking to Gemini and Aquarius, because Libra, I do feel like of all the air signs, you all are more inclined to the emotional sector. You're more inclined to relating properly with the opposite sex. Whereas Gemini and Aquarius, I feel like we have a hard time creating intimate bonds with people because we can tend to be a little more cerebral. Libras, thank God for those scales, honey, because I feel like y'all, it's more likely for y'all to find a balance between cerebral, intellectual thought and actual passion, fire, love, emotion, and those types of things. So I feel like across the board, though, air signs, you are getting up into this heart chakra. I can't help but be drawn to that red heart on his chest. And if you know anything, sorry about the noise, guys. I live in the city and my window is open. But if you know anything about the King of Cups, this is a highly masculine card, but it's the kind of masculinity that is, I think of him as like a grandfather figure. He's got a slow life. He's got a focused life. He's not as driven as the King of Pentacles. He's not as impulsive as the King of Fire. He's not as in his head as the King of Swords. He is a heart-based king. So he has more time to develop the people around him, himself. He has more time to initiate intimacy. He's intimate with everything. Everything that enters his life, he is intimate with. He's very slow and calculated and sensual. He is a feeling being, this King of Cups. So if this is not you, which I highly doubt that, air signs, because I'm going to go ahead and say it's you. You've had some time to yourself and you've been luxuriating, honey. And I feel like you're getting to the point where you trust yourself more. You feel your own body and your own energy more. And it's giving you this type of knowledge and this gift of wisdom that doesn't have anything to do with intellect. It doesn't have anything to do with the air space. We're talking about heart chakra and below, honey. We're talking about that root chakra, that passion that's going to be igniting for you, air signs. Very, very good energy. I love it. Give me something to anchor this masculine energy on the other side of this Panther. What you got for me? Oh, we got the High Priestess, honey. We back to some intellectual energy and we back to some balancing energy. We got the number 11 and we got the High Priestess. Now, when I look at this card, what I see is a studying. There is a part of you, air signs, that is starting to look at the people in your life, whether it be your friends, your co-workers, your boss, your relationships, your kids. You're starting to look at these people as mirrors. You're starting to use these relationships to study yourself instead of pointing the finger at someone else. And I think that's a very healthy way to go. You have gotten to know yourself through studying the relationships that you have been involved in throughout the past. What have you learned, air signs? I would love to know. Please comment below. What have you learned from your past relationships that have helped you grow as a person? I would love to know that. Please comment that in the comment section. Now, we got a nice even energy here. I can get a sense of what's really, really going on. And I do want to read a little bit from my books because I like to get intuitive information, but then I like to see what the author intended for us to get from these cards. I think it's fun. So let's start with the Black Panther. Sensuality is definitely what I'm getting. I'm feeling a sexy vibe from this Black Panther. I'm feeling like you're stepping back into your bodies, air sign. There may have been something that happened recently or not so recently that may have left you feeling numb, that may have left you feeling afraid and kind of in shock, in a state of high anxiety where you were not either willing or capable of feeling your own essence, your own energy. But this Panther is here to remind you that your home is where you are right now within your own body. And a lot of us are being brought back home. We're being brought back to homeostasis. Hallelujah. For Libra season, the balancing season. I do appreciate that. So yeah, let's read. Would you like to look at the card as I read? I'm going to show you the card as I read, okay? Sensuality and passion stir beneath a cloak of secrecy. Black and silky as the velvet night, puissant icon of feminine sensuality and sexual energies, yet holding within the power of the male. Lithe Black Panther counsels that the time has come to awaken passion, to accept and reclaim your intrinsic sexuality, and in doing so, embrace life. Because this sexual energy is not just about directing it to someone else. It's not just about having physical intimacy. It's about every moment of your life making love within yourself, the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine of yourself, rubbing up against each other and creating at every moment that you live. Okay, so you don't even need it from nobody else. You don't even need it from nobody else because your masculine is always fucking your feminine. And that's what makes you so attractive right now. This is a beautiful balancing happening. Let's continue. Panther is stealth incarnate. Her quarry has no intimation of her coming. Like Panther, hide your intentions until the time for action has come, or risk losing advantage, be it in love or in business. That is something that I am learning with my big blabbery ass Gemini mouth. Because I feel like I know so much. Okay, I'm a fucking genius. I'm brilliant. My oracle skills are amazing. The thoughts that I think, oh my God, where do they come from? I'm blessed, you know? So a lot of the times I want to express these beautiful emotions to any and everyone who will listen. But what I forget to do is listen. And that's what I'm starting to do within this month of October, Libra season, is to step back from speaking so much and actually engage in listening. Listening and waiting for someone to reveal who they truly are without me constantly pressing them. Okay? So, wonderful. I love that. Let's get into the King of Cups from our Santa Muerte deck. King of Cups, or chalices, so they are called. Dominion, secrecy, and justice make the King of Swords an imposing figure, shrewd and intelligent. But when this is giving me a lot of Libra vibes, actually. That's exactly how I think of Libra man. Shrewd businessman, but he's got a heart. He's got a big old heart of gold that he likes to keep under wraps. So this is giving me big Libra energy, masculine energy. But when there is excessive rationality and methodicalness, he risks being too cold and severe. We need to therefore remember to keep the heart open in order to maintain a capacity for comprehension and empathy towards others, and to not forget about feelings. The advice of the dead. You do not need to deal with an argument directly, one you already know you can win, but rather to redirect your efforts towards more profitable emotional objectives. Because again, listen, the thing about October and November, especially November, going into November, I feel like Libra is getting us ready for what's to come in November, because we're leaving Libra season and we're going into Scorpio, right? Scorpio is notoriously secretive and mysterious, okay? So I feel like Spirit is asking us, listen, you need to learn right now. Libra season is teaching us right now that it's better to listen than to speak. Keep your cards close to you right now, guys. Shut your motherfucking mouth, guys. And I mean that in the most loving way possible. Yes, you're brilliant. Yes, you have a lot to offer. Yes, you do. Aquarius, you are constantly taking control of situations, making yourself the boss because you know you have so much to add to things, but I really want you to step back. Aquarius and Gemini, step back. We know you got this expertise. We know you can boss up and get a check. We know that if you show up on the scene, you're going to make everything better, but do the job that you were paid to do and nothing more. And I need you to listen. Somebody piss you off, don't you tell them no long elaborate story as to why they about to get cut the fuck off. Don't you do it, Aquarius. I know you're not going to do it. But Gemini, you going to step behind the podium and read a whole motherfucking soliloquy, a whole motherfucking novel about why you not going to fuck with this person no more. And that is no longer necessary, honey bunches. Look at this Panther. You can look up in his eyes and tell he don't give a fuck. There's no long explanation needed, guys. Shh. Hush it up. I'm getting hush it up vibes, which I get a lot for air signs. I think it's definitely a lesson for me and a lesson for a lot of people around me. All right, so let's read upon the High Priestess, number 11, another balancing number. High Priestess, High Priestess. Actually, that's a 2 because it's Roman numerals, but I just looked at it like an 11. I'm feeling that big 11 energy coming towards me. Okay, let's read. The High Priestess, I'm gonna let you look at her. Hold on. Okay, check her out. The High Priestess represents wisdom, such as the rigor and commitment to attain this as the rigor and commitment to attain this through study, evaluation, management, and also through the consultation and closeness of a female figure, maternal and mature. She suggests a period of waiting for perhaps isolation, during which it is possible to think deeply about what we need and to then grasp the key that will open what was previously accumulated. Talk less. The risk of this process, however, is to remain too closed within oneself, to accumulate perhaps secrets, and to then be prey to pride, laziness, or passivity, much like a bird that silently observes from above from its own point of view without acting. The advice of the dead: proceed with study and meditate on the best road that will take you where you can realize your project without forgetting to value what you are accumulating or keeping. My nose is itching, so I know that spirit is high. Thank you, spirit. Thank you so much for being here. Listen, there is nothing left to prove come November. I need you to understand that. The only part of you that wants to prove something is the ego. Because the ego wants to let everybody know that I'm the smartest, I'm the brightest, I got my shit together, I'm a light being, I'm a star seed, I'm just out here, being my spiritual self. But listen, I learned this the hard way last year, that everybody ain't got to know your moves. You don't have to prove yourself to be a shaman. You don't have to prove yourself to be a counselor. You don't have to prove yourself to be anything. Marketing is a lie, guys. Marketing is a lie. Once you know your target audience, all you got to do is show up. And they will be aligned to you. You are not going to have to force anything in the month of November, air signs. Nothing will have to be forced. I need you to sit back, open your eyes, and listen, because Spirit is out here working on your behalf, okay? Let's continue. All right, what do we have crossing us, Spirit? All right, we got another king on the board, that King of Swords. Huh? You think you know so damn much. You want to speak on it. You want to think it out. You want to chew the fat. You want to fucking... It's so hard for an air sign to walk away from an argument. It's so hard for an air sign to take things at face value and not study it deeper. But this is the energy that we're going to have to avoid in the month of November. We're really going to have to take things at face value, and we're going to have to learn that observant spirit. That's what I'm getting, observant. I need you guys to understand that we're coming out of Libra and we're going into Scorpio energy. Every sign that comes along, yes, Scorpio season, all the Scorpios celebrate your birthday because you deserve it. But those of us who do not have major planets in Scorpio, it's our time to observe Scorpio. It's our time to get into that energy. So we've been in the energy of Libra in balancing and, speaking on the things that we may feel need to be brought to light and all these things. But when Scorpio season rolls around, it's going to have to be less talking and more observing and more doing. That's what I'm getting, okay? What is crowning the beautiful air signs at this moment? We got 2 cards. This card keeps wanting to come out for me. That is the 6 of Swords. I've been seeing this card all month, all week. And when I look at this card, I look at these, again, air signs. That's swords. That's swords energy, guys. The 6 is all about a culmination of everything that you have to the point where it's almost like it's working for you now. Once you get to the number 6, it's working for you and it's permeating out into the universe, out into family and community. Okay? So he has these 6 swords in his boat and he's moving towards a higher purpose with his 6 swords. I'm not going to sit around and swing swords with motherfuckers who on a level 3, a level 4, a level 5. No. Now that I'm level 6, I'm taking it across the emotional waters. Okay, because it's not just about thinking, it's about feeling. And what we got down here that then popped out. Ooh, look at that. Okay. When we dive off into this water energy, when we take this intellect and we balance it with emotion, honey bunches, you know what happens? Our actions change. We're going to see something new blossoming because we do have the 10 of Wands. All right. That's something that is new and fresh, and you might have some wobbly legs and you might not know what you're doing, but it's blessed. And the Lord has ordained it, and your ancestors have ordained it, and they said that it is so. Do not fear. Do not fear. This is new water for you guys, air signs. This emotional water is new for you, but it's about to bring about some actions that you've been praying for. Some outcomes, some tangible things within your own spirit that are forever changed. You hear me? Because guess what? Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. So now that you're changing in the mind, because we are air signs, it has to start there first. Because you've done this change in the mind, now it's trickling over into that water cup energy, and we're starting to balance out masculine and feminine energy. And guess what? Now we're going to do something different. And then we got the 9 of Wands. Look at that. It's literally an ending of a cycle and starting something fresh and brand new that you may not be that good at, but God damn it, you're determined, ain't you? God damn it, you determined. What I love about the 9 of Wands on this particular card here, look how she is swinging that, what do you call that, a sift? Is that my son? I think my son's home. But she's cutting away. Everything is getting cut away, and she is starting fresh and starting new, honey bunches. And then she right there at that 10 transformation. I love it. Beautiful. And we're back. Sorry about that. All right. So now let's go into the psychological sector, the subconscious, the ancestral. What do we have for air signs? Ancestrally, psychologically, something that we may be missing and unwilling to look at the moment. Look at that. We have the 2 of Pentacles. And we have the 4 of Cups. Again, 2 very balancing numbers. The 2 leading up to the 4. But they're both on the same wavelength, just one's at a higher frequency, right? Look at that card. Honey, this is something that is culminating beneath the surface, okay? There is a oneness happening with you, air signs, and it's going to be tangible. It's going to change your life. And I'm sensing that somebody's looking for you. I'm sensing that some of us have an ancestor who is working through us, who may have had similar issues, and they are with us in this whole scenario, kind of working as a co-pilot, because they're burning off the same karma that we are burning off. Now, for others of you, I do feel like there is a twin flame soulmate happening where there is some things that you're working out that same person, well, your soulmate or your twin flame partner is working on at this time too. I'm thinking it's an emotional purge because we do have the 4 of Cups here. It's something that feels old as time. It feels like an energy of sadness and pain that you have internalized, my dear air signs. And you've been punishing yourself. You've been punishing yourself and you haven't allowed yourself to move on. I'm sensing some loss. There could have been a death of a loved one and it just caused a screeching halt emotionally. A lot of us have experienced some numbness surrounding a loss. It could be a death or a relationship that was lost. It could be ancestral trauma that has just caused a kink in the chain of existence. But it feels like a halt. And I'm going to read on this because I do want to get deeper. We're going to start with the Two of Pentacles. Actually, we'll start with the chalices because I'm here first. The Four of Chalices, aka Four of Cups. The number of stability. It united with this suit of the emotions brings an excess of security, a monotonous rigidity, and what is stagnant ends up rotting and tiring. Therefore, it is good to find the right balance that transforms the stagnation, the apathy, and the boredom into harmony and healthy restlessness. The advice of the dead: the moment has come to make a decision before what you have obtained ends up boring you and stagnating. Now, let me tell you this. I felt that on a spiritual level because me being an air sign myself, I am a Gemini, and I feel like I've been doing so much internal work that I'm just fucking tired. Like, I'm fucking tired of focusing on all of this inward stuff. Like, I'm ready to get out into some of this fire energy of action and adventure. Like, I want to try some of this shit out. And I feel like that's where a lot of us are heading. Because this is what we've been trying to overcome, this stagnation, this hurt, this pain. We've been doing this work silently and in stealth mode, and now we just like, okay, let's get it popping. I feel that. All right, let's read on the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Oh, child, what you want to tell me? All right. We are in front of two aspects of the same thing that once united will be ready to fly, but not until a great transformation has occurred. The transfer, however, will be precarious and full of obstacles and worries. The desire to conclude a situation that is currently on hold, such as a contract or a financial project, could result in arguments or problems. The advice of the dead: moderate spending and acquisitions for the moment and await a more favorable and clear moment to act. The love life has been on hold for a lot of us. It has been on hold, and honey, we are ready. We are haunted, and we are ready to get out here and start up some fires. And I'm with you guys. I think you're ready. But before we do all that, I really need you to understand that this is not going to be something that's going to be achieved with masculine energy. As we go into November, you're really going to have to step into some feminine energy of allowing, awaiting, listening actively, and just air signs, we're going to have to let people hang themselves. We're going to have to let people tell their truth without us getting all involved and showing all our cards and letting them use it against us, okay? That's basically what I'm getting. There is love in the air, though. There is some twin flame energy. There is some I feel like there's a love coming that has been in the works for lifetimes. Like, y'all been trying to get this shit together for lifetimes. And you're so hopeful at this time. Both of you are. Because for the first time, both of you are on the same page spiritually at the same fucking time. And I'm very positive about it being a wonderful thing. All right. In the I'm sorry, not the near future. We have the past and the what do you fucking call it when it's like it just happened? It's not too far off. The not the distant past, but the you know, the past. We got the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh. When I look at the Nine of Pentacles, I almost see like a vibration of the Tower, but on a different level. It's not something that Spirit has orchestrated. It's something that you have orchestrated for yourself. It's something physical that has been torn down. It is the ending of a physical relationship. It is the ending of a career. It is the ending of something tangible is what like we're seeing some tangible change, air signs. What have you done personally to help along this heart chakra opening? What have you said no to recently in the recent past? That's the word I'm looking for, the recent past. What have you said no to? Because there's something that you decided against and that you said no to that is making a major shift in you physically and in your tangible life. I'm not going to read on that because I feel that, okay? So you've been making some good decisions, air sign. So your life and your tangible reality are being affected by that. And what do we have in the near future? We have the Two of Swords, another balancing energy. Like now we don't have so much working against us. Now we are learning to operate these tools with more wisdom and with more knowledge. And not only that, but to make sure that it's working for us first. It's working for us first. That Two of Swords is all about using those blades in a way that does not cause harm to you or yourself. A lot of y'all have been waiting on this relationship, right? And I feel like this time you're really going to do something different because of this energy, because of the things that you've been saying no to. When this new relationship, when this person comes face to face with you, this twin flame, this soulmate energy, when this person presents themselves, you are going to have a more positive interaction than what you had in previous lives. Because you're doing something different now. You are physically and physiologically changed, air sign. You are changed. And I need you to accept that. I need you to accept that you're not the person that you were last year and you're not the person that you were 5 years ago. And I need you to forgive yourself for all the dumb and stupid shit you did. Because it's really okay. Attitude. What do we got? What? 5 of Pentacles. Because guess what? I just said forgive yourself for the dumb shit you did in the past, and then the 5 of Pentacles shows up. Because when I look at this 5 of Pentacles, I do think of the past immediately. I think of all the things that have happened to us that we, may feel really damaged us or tarnished us or made us a bad person or caused shame and guilt. But guess what? No, these things are lessons. And they are beneath your feet and they are behind you on the path, but they are illuminated because now you know better. Now you know how to see the red flags and the landmines. And there's value in these things now. These things are very valuable. The things that you once thought were going to break you, that were going to keep your heart chained up forever. Now these things are very valuable to you because you can show them love and you can show them gratitude and appreciation for happening. And you can say, you know what, because I went through that, I get to move forward and know that I am physically and physiologically changed, that I am a new person. These things made me the person that I am. And they're making you the person that your twin flame or soulmate is attracted to. All right. What do we have in our outside influences? Outside influences. We got the Ace of Swords, huh? A new way of thinking, new thoughts, A renewed mind, honey bunches. Yes. Oh, I love it. It seems like we're having an opportunity to really know the power of the mind without giving it complete and absolute control over the heart. Libra season is teaching us that the mind and the heart work together. They're teaching us that the heart is the compass. The heart is the battery. The heart is the lifeblood of who we are as energetic beings here on this planet. But that intellect, that masculine energy, is there to protect the heart. Not to shelter it in darkness until it withers and dies, but to protect the heart, to introduce it to things that make it blossom and feel good and feel radiant and feel joyful. This is a new masculine energy that is happening, and I would like to thank the Aries full moon for that. I would like to thank the Aries full moon for that. It's very protective. It's very energetic. It's just very masculine, and it's very loving. It's not toxic at all. No toxic masculinity. What do we have in hopes and fears? Hopes and fears for the air signs. Hopes and fears for the air signs. Hopes and fears for the air signs. We got 2 cards. We got the 6 of Pentacles, and we got the Queen of Cups. Your time ain't running out, baby doll. We've been doing this for a long time. You've been having terrible relationships. You've been numb. You've been doing drugs and alcohol to kind of fight that feeling of loneliness. You have been trying to avoid your feelings, and you feel like time may be running out on you to actually have this beautiful love that you secretly yearn for. But it's not. The time is now, actually. And you know that. You feel that. You know that you are ready to be, I get the word tried, like a trial. Because again, this is a reading for November 1st through November 15th. But as we sit here right now, we are still feeling the effects of Libra energy. So I'm getting that trial energy. Like now it's time for you to go before the court and prove what you have learned in this whole emotional game, air signs. So there's somebody going to show up to give you this trial. See how you feeling. Are you still afraid of commitment? Are you still afraid of intimacy? Or are you ready to open your heart and you're ready to accept the love that you have to offer yourself first and get comfortable with feeling your own energy? And when I say that, what I mean is, again, a lot of us numb ourselves with drugs, alcohol, social media, all these things. But when we can come to a place where we can sit in silence and be with ourselves and get into meditation and just feel your heartbeat. Feel the energy pulsing through your body and allow it. Be in gratitude for it. Really feel it and just be in it. That is the prelude to meeting that person outside of yourself and experiencing that intimacy outside of yourself. You have to first experience it within. Let's get an outcome. Yes, 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 yes. How do we end the reading? Ace of Cups. There's no other way to end this reading. We are looking for a fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, intimacy like the world has never seen, love, and just really being in a place where you're not running from one extreme to the next. Because that's the energy I'm getting for your air signs. I feel like you're either highly intellectual and fuck these niggas and fuck these bitches, or you're in turmoil over something that's happened in the past and the hurt that you've experienced in the past. We are past that, okay? When I look at the Ace of Cups, I get an energy of being present in the moment. And whatever emotions arise, you process them without fear, without the triggers, without the trauma bubbling up and making you tense yourself and stop and experience this numbness. And no, we're not doing that anymore. We're processing every drop of this precious rainwater that is falling into this chalice. Okay, that rainwater is symbolic of our emotions and how they need to be processed. They cannot sit and they cannot become stinking, stagnant swamps. Okay? So this is a very positive reading, air signs. It has been amazing to give to you. So the last thing I want to do is pull some advice cards for each sign. There's Gemini. Advice for Gemini, please. Advice for Gemini, please. Advice for Gemini, please. Advice for Gemini, please. Let's get some advice for Aquarius. Let's get some advice for Aquarius. Advice for Aquarius. And then we would love some advice for Libra. Libra, what do you have for us? Libra, 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 what do you have for us, Libra? Libra, what do you have for us? Let's get some advice for Libra. I'll take those two. All right. So, Gemini, we got Sisterhood of the Rose. And we also have Priestess. Ooh. And this deck is the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, just in case you're interested. All right, we're going to start with Priestess. Check her out. How are you being called to step up and lead, Gemini? The Priestess is a teacher dedicated to service, freedom, and leadership. You don't need to have it all together to lead. In fact, it helps if you don't. No one wants a perfect angel who hasn't made any mistakes. That goes back to those things that happened in your past that you think have tainted you. Where's the card? Because I got to pull it up. You thought it tainted you, but oh no, baby. That just made you a better teacher. Yes, it did. Let your life be your message. Don't underestimate the power of sharing your story. It's by hearing someone else's journey that we feel less alone. We realize that we're actually all in this thing called life together. The difference between a follower and a leader is that a leader has the courage to go first. In stepping out, they shine a light on the path for others to venture forward. Don't fret too much about trying to work out who is your tribe. Don't get stuck in age, income, hobbies, and occupation. The best way to discover your tribe is to look in the mirror. If you feel called to lead, chances are it is because at some point in your life you long to be someone to lead you. Your tribe are longing for exactly the same thing as you were and are, and might only be one step behind you. Hell, they may even be right alongside you. You don't need anyone else's permission, just the courage to stand up, embrace your struggles, the peaks and the tropes. You don't need to know the way, just believe that there might be a different one. Your tribe is waiting for you. Step forward so they can find you. All right, Gemini. The spirit is high, honey. This nose, when it gets to itching, I know. You will be the leaders, Gemini, and it's going to be because of everything that you've gone through. All the shit you look back at and say, God damn, I was stupid. All the people who pissed on you and shitted on you, and all the times you didn't have food to eat while you was paying for other people to eat and giving people the clothes off your back. Baby, all of this is going to make you a better teacher. And not only that, it's lessons of what not the fuck to do again. All right, Sisterhood of the Rose. We got the dolphin joining the party. Tune into the rhythm of your breath to find stillness and patience. Breathe, Gemini. Please breathe. Sisterhood of the Rose. Sisterhood of the Rose for Gemini. Sisterhood of the Rose. Sisterhood of the Rose for the beautiful Gemini. Sisterhood of the Rose. Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. The Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. Gemini, I just got this vision of a young hip teacher who uses very unorthodox ways to reach his students. You know, he might use rap music or, you know, different improvisational skills and things of that set. I feel like Geminis, you are coming into a leadership role, but you're going to bring a sense of youth and a sense of freedom to this leadership. You're not going to be some stodgy old priest that tells people what to do and condemns them, because you've already been through so much fuck shit. You're just going to be like the coolest teacher in the world, okay? A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. You are being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You are being called to spend more time in nature, as all the ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering. Spend time admiring her creations, and you will be rewarded with insight and grace. You are being called to take a little more time to both notice the beauty that exists all around you and contribute to the beauty of the world in your own way, too. This could be through your own creations or in the little things like how you dress, to picking flowers for your home. Every time you devote your time to creating beauty, you harmonize the planet a little more, and the shift in vibration can be felt. Surround yourself with beauty and create beauty wherever you go. Beautiful, Gemini. Let's move on to Aquarius. We have the Age of Light for our wonderful Aquarius. The Age of Light. The Age of Light. All right, Aquarius, the Age of Light. I like this little Egyptian face we got going here. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Mystics and sages throughout the ages have predicted this period in history, and you decided to incarnate in the middle of it. There is no mistake that you are supposed to be here at this time of great changes. If you ever feel unprepared or daunted by the path that is calling you, know this. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You're way more than the days that have breathed through you in this life. You're also all of the lifetimes that came before you. All of these experiences have polished your soul into the most magnificent expression that is your authentic self. Your soul has many facets. Imagine a fingerprint. Your soul is a million times more intricate than that. If you put together all of the fingerprints of all of the people you have been, you would not even get close to fathoming how much of a unique masterpiece you are. You came in with a clear soul plan. You came in with wisdom beyond your years. This is the part of you that longs to be seen. This is the part of you that is ready to step forward, that is ready to emerge. This is not the lifetime to stay hidden, but to step forth, be seen, and rise, my dear Aquarius. Libra, we got 2 cards for you. You're already doing it. Oh, you needed to hear that. I ain't even got to wait for the comment. You needed to hear that. You are already doing it, baby doll. You think too much, first of all, Libra. You think too much. You want it to look so pretty. You want it to be so perfect. But guess what? You're already doing it. Where is you're already doing it? You're already doing it. You are already oh, there it is. Number 30. Okay, you're already doing it, Libra. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Do not question things so much. You are on the right track. You are facing the right way. Stop overthinking it. It's happening and you are closer than you think. You are exactly where you need to be, and things are moving at the perfect speed. Do not rush it. Now is not the time to be impatient. Now is the time to walk steady. There is no rush. What you are building is being built. What you have planted soon will blossom. With every new day, a new brick is being laid. You have come a long way. The foundations are steady. Now all that is needed is for you to trust and keep walking forward. If a thought that things should be moving faster enters your head, this is just your ego comparing your rising to someone else. Comparison is not your friend. Stay in your lane, water your own garden, knowing that your time to bloom will be soon. All right, beautiful. Starseed, what lights you up? That's a great card to go with that. That is a great card to partner with. You're already doing it. When they say stay in your lane, that means you need to figure out what your bag is. What's in your bag? What are you good at? What are you passionate about? What do you desire? What do you want? Huh, Libra? Starseeds are souls with a double mission to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out. I said that earlier, and that there is something that they came here to do or create or to contribute. If you pull this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed, and you are being encouraged to answer the call to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know that there is much more to life and feel that there is something more and get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. We already got a Kim Kardashian. We already got a G Garvin. We already got a Diddy. We already got a Lil Baby. We already got a Cardi B. Like, we don't need no more of them, Libra. We need you. Starseeds are scattered all over the planet in hospitals and schools and slums and mansions, on stages and in edit suites, in parks and nightclubs, and in taxis and theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of a spiritual closet. If you are dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share and treat your time on earth like a glorious vacation. I just had a vision of this really popular high school girl who like has all the boys who likes her and all the girls who look up to her, and she feels like she has to be this cheerleader and she has to like hang around a certain group of people, when really she just wants to put on her magical cape and be Harry Potter. Like, and I feel like that's the energy of Libra. Avoid the popular and go with what lights you up. Okay, Libra? Thank you. Listen, I've had a great time with air signs today. This is always beautiful, light, fluffy energy. I enjoyed myself so much. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you, Aquarius. And thank you, Libra, for watching. Hit one of the buttons below. It doesn't matter which button it is. Comment. Let me know if this video resonated with you. And I will see you guys next month. Okay? Love you. Bye.